Hi guys, welcome to week 2, chemical reactions, part 1. Today you're going to observe lab procedures that normally we would have done in the classroom. So make sure you've logged into Canvas. This should be the home page that you see. You can scroll down here. Chemical reactions, part 1. Note, if you have not done the first week's stuff, so if you have not done week 1 work, you will not be able to complete this work. You have to be able to understand elements and compounds before you can understand chemical reactions, okay? So please email me if you have any questions or if you need some help on that, but this is just to help you get started. So you click on the link to the week 2 page. Make sure you've done this remote learning survey. It's not graded, it's just to give me information. Then the second thing you do is you're going to do this lab. There's 3 parts to it. First of all, you've got the document. If you click on this link, it should give you an opportunity to either open or download this PDF. And notice it is fillable. So you can just go ahead and type right into anywhere you see a blue box, and then you can save this to your home drive or Google Drive or whatever, and then you have this to refer back to, okay? And then this video will be linked right here, example and instructions, and then this is the link for the rest of the lab, okay? So what I'm gonna do is you will notice that the first row says candle wax burning in oxygen. This is a demonstration. So if we were in the classroom, this is what I would do for you in front of the class before you got started on the lab with your groups. Okay, so you're going to always have at least 2 substances that are going to be mixed together. And the first thing you have to do is record observations of the properties of those materials. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to burn a candle in the presence of oxygen. This candle is pink, so we can say that it's pink. It is a solid. Okay, it is made of wax. We could say that it is non-malleable, okay, because if I were to bend this too hard, it would break. So it is not malleable, all right, at room temperature. So those are some pretty good properties. Oxygen, it is in the air and we cannot see it, so it is colorless and it is a gas, okay? Those are pretty much the only observations you really need to make. Then we observe the actual process. So we add a little bit of energy to make this reaction start, okay? Because the candle won't just randomly burst into flame. We have to add some energy first to make it happen. Now, if we were doing this in person, you would need to make sure you're using all of your senses. What does it look like? What are you seeing? Are you smelling anything? Do you hear anything? Do you feel anything? Okay, so obviously if I were to put my hand right in the flame, we would feel some heat, but do we feel some heat coming off of the edges? All right. So then after letting it burn for a little while, I would then blow it out to stop the reaction from happening, okay? All right. Continue making observations. See, smell, hear, we can't taste in a lab, and feel, okay? Those are all of our senses. So then observations of the substances after the mixing. I am noticing that the top of candle is now black and smoke was coming off the candle right after I blew it out. Okay? So then evidence that substances have changed or not. So we're talking about chemical changes. Do you think we can make this go back to the way it was before? If you said yes, I'd like to know how you do that. But the answer is no, we cannot unburn this candle. So evidence that this has changed are the things that we observed while it was burning. We saw light being produced, okay? We had heat being produced, okay? So the candle was hot. We had an odor, which is a smell, was produced. And we had a color change. It went from an all pink candle to pink candle with a little bit of black at the top, okay? So that's the process. Observe before, observe after, and then what are some pieces of evidence that this is a chemical change, that something happened, okay? This is going to be really, really important for that last thing that you do for today's assignment, which is the assignment the assignment of what are signs of a chemical change, okay? So you'll watch the video, it'll say pause the video to record your observations. You'll do that, type it in, go back to the video and continue, okay? Then make sure that you save this so that you keep it as if it was, these are essentially your notes for this lab, okay? So shoot me an email if you have any questions, and I hope this helps. Good luck, enjoy the lab, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.